Find a comfortable way to sit and arrive in this space. Welcome and thank you for being here in this spa yoga practice today that will help you reconnect to your center. Let's untangle and unravel all those stuck spots that have prevented you from feeling your calm, anchored center space lately. Let's begin by placing our palms on our low bellies, or you can imagine your hands are there if that's more comfortable for you. With your focus on your low belly, take a full inhale. Out your nose, exhale strongly. Noticing how your low abdomen feels. Again, inhale into that space. And a strong exhale, push the breath out. Now glide your hands up to your solar plexus just above your belly button, and let's be aware of this area along the center line of your body. Inhale into where your hands are now, or imagining your hands are there. And a strong exhale. Big inhale into that midsection and exhale. And finally, your palms up to your upper chest. Let's become aware of the space around the heart center with a big inhale and exhale. Again, big inhale into your heart, create more space, and exhale. Bring your hands down and switch the cross of your legs if you're sitting cross-legged. It's all about balance, right? Now reach your arms out and up overhead. And at the top, flip your palms out and wash your arms out and down as you exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms moving out, away from the body and stretching way up. Think about clearing your space as you exhale out and down. Staying really steady in your center. Your arms are simply flowing out and up. Get into your breath. Exhale. This is an opportunity to reset and get clear. It's like a moving meditation. Reach your arms out and up as you breathe in. This time, bring your palms down through prayer in front of your heart center. And again, arms stretch out wide and stretch up away from your seat. And then draw your palms down through the midline. Feel the central channel within the center of strength within. Stretching up, a longer inhale if you can. And down into this steady space that is the heart. One more. Get that breath going. Thank yourself for being here. It really is a gift to know that these practices are helpful and soothing and informative for us. We're going to keep it pretty mellow today. Come to lie down on your back and have your feet mat width apart with your bent knees dropping in and your palms on your low abdomen, or you could envision your palms are touching your low belly if that's better for you. Let's just wake up the low belly with a big inhale down into your palms. Exhale through your nose. It's like a strong Ujjayi breath. Again, inhale, feel your belly balloon open. Exhale all your breath out. And guide your hands up to your solar plexus, the midsection, and let's just connect to this area now. Maybe there's a little deeper sense of connection second time around. You'll inhale into your hands Exhale, feel the hands fall again. And finally, your hands up on your upper chest. Swell and billow your breath up to your upper chest where your hands are a couple times. Can you let this practice be an inquiry, not a hard and fast goal of just maybe connecting more deeply to your center? Draw your right knee into your chest, interlace your hands around your right shin, and if you can, extend your left leg straight down on the floor. Feel your feet flex, toes spread. Feel your shoulder blades press down, and with each exhale, what if you hugged your right thigh in a little closer to your right abdomen? And now perhaps try taking your knee wider to your right armpit out to the side, still with your hands laced around the right shin, your left shoulder blade grounded, left bum down. Exhale and guide your knee wider out to the side and higher up towards your shoulder, while grounding the back of your left leg. How's your breath? Stretch your right leg straight down on the ground now beside your left leg and walk both your heels to the left with straight legs and take your arms over to the left overhead as well for a reclined half moon. You might want to see what it feels like to cross your right ankle on top of your left ankle. And maybe grab hold of your right wrist with your left fingers. Just pull yourself over to the left. And feel big, spacious breaths into the whole right side of your body. Your breath is that constant, right? No matter how rocky things get or chaotic things get, our breath is that constant rhythm that will bring us back to our center. Take your time to bring your legs to center, feet flat on the ground now. Hug your left knee in, interlock your fingers around your left shin, right leg straightening down on the ground. Be aware of more relaxation across your face, even as your toes are active, and even as you work your arm muscles a little to hug your left thigh in more. Can there be a feeling of ease wherever possible? Sometimes we connect to ease with nice long exhales. Now work your left knee wider to the left and up towards your left armpit. Your whole body might want to tip over to the left. Just press the right bum down, the right shoulder blade down as best you can. And give more of your inner thighs breath and focus and gentleness. One more deep breath. And reach both legs long down on the ground and crawl your heels over to the right. They could be off your mat to the right or not quite so much with straight legs, and your arms over to the right behind your head on the ground. Perhaps left ankle can cross over top of right ankle. Perhaps grab hold of your left wrist. You'll notice a little arc in the right side of your body and a really big arc in the left side of your body. Now notice what spaces need breath. In order to return to our center, we must notice that we have left it. And same thing with releasing areas in the body that are tight. In order to release, we have to know where we are constricted. Where do you need to breathe? How can you make it feel a little better, a little more joyful? And for me, it always feels better if I take a bit longer in the poses. So we're really doing the kind of practice that I love right now. So as you come back to center and bend your legs, feet flat on the ground, let's move to thread the needle. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You might keep your left foot on the ground, or you could lift up your left leg and interlace your hands behind your left hamstrings. And gently send your inner right knee away from your right shoulder. Notice what your breath feels like. More than ever, our nervous systems are just crying out for this controlled type of breathing to help us land in a more balanced state, into homeostasis. Really full breaths through the nose will help us get there. Now, with your legs still in number 4 shape, just release your hands so your left foot comes down. Move your bum to the right an inch and tip your legs all the way over to the left. It's not quite an eagle legs twist. You have your right knee pointing up to the sky. Reach your right arm back behind you beside your right ear. And use your left hand to grab around the front of your right shin, just so your right foot doesn't move. Now send your top knee away from your face as your right arm stretches back in the opposite direction. There's a lot of stuff around the front of the right hip and the outer right hip that needs attention now. And by attention, the best as well as most simple kind of attention you can give around the outer right hip would be deep breaths. Yes, make them count. Good. Take your time to untangle yourself and come back so that you can thread the needle on the left side. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Perhaps your right foot stays down on the ground, or you might interlace your fingers behind your right hamstrings. Can you broaden your chest with your shoulder blades rooted? Can you breathe into your belly and your chest as well as your back ribs? Feel your breath spreading your mid-back into the mat more. Breathe all around your left hip socket. There is no rush for any of this. Whenever you feel ready, you can bring your right foot to tap down, shift your pelvis to the left an inch, tip your legs all the way over to the right, still in the number 4 shape, with your left foot flat down on the ground at your right side. Extend your left arm back in space, grab hold of your left shin with your right hand, and stretch your top knee away from you. Reach your left arm back behind you. The direction of your left bum is going down towards the mat. It won't be close, but that's just the direction. Be aware of how you're speaking to your body on an inner level. And we find our center often without thinking about it, right, with breath, when we're so immersed in the moment. As you come back to center and you bend your legs with your feet flat on the ground, you can stretch your right leg up, interlace your hands behind your right hamstrings. And me, I've just walked my left foot a couple inches further away. I'm still going to keep my left leg bent, left foot flat. You see how that works? And now really kick your top heel up to the ceiling as your toes try to pull towards your shin. Couple breaths for the Achilles. Press your leg into your hands. Now bend that top leg out to the right into half happy baby on the right side. Right hand can grab around your right ankle or around your right foot, and park your left hand on top of your left hip as you let your left knee fall out to the left an inch or two. Use your right elbow inside your right knee to press your right knee out to the right, and at the same time, you'll want to ground your left hip down with the help of your left hand. Draw your breath down into your pelvis. Shoulders down into the shoulder sockets. Deep breath. Can you get your right knee just a little wider out to the right and down towards the floor? Bring your right knee into center and find a twist. Straightening left leg under you on the ground. Twist your right knee all the way across. Stretch your right arm wide out to the right. Notice your lungs filling as you inhale, and a sense of wringing out in the spine as you exhale. Hug your midsection in. Inhale, fill up to your chest. Then twist, draw navel in, ground the right shoulder blade. Ease yourself back to center with legs bent, feet flat on the ground. Reach your left leg straight up now. Clasp your hands behind your left hamstrings. You can walk your right foot just a couple inches further away from you. It's like you're playing tug of war with your top leg. You're pressing your leg into your hands. You're pulling your leg towards you simultaneously. Try to kick your heel up. Deep breath for those sweet Achilles. With every breath out, hug your navel in. Soft jaw. Start to bend your left knee out to the left for a half happy baby pose. Right hand climbs on top of right hip. Let your right knee fall out to the right. Here we are on the other side, noticing what we're noticing without too much judgment. And I can't really tell you how to find your center, to find that space of grounding within you, but we're creating the conditions for you to land in your center, for you to feel clear, for you to connect to inner knowing, or whatever else it is you need right now. I'm just helping you create the conditions for it. You're doing the breathing work. You are deeply focused on what matters right now. And yes, it is your body. Got to take care of the body. It's how we're getting through life with more awareness through this body. Slowly hug your left knee in. Set up for a twist with your right leg straight under you. You can always put a prop under your bent knee, especially if there are sensations in your low back. It can be nice to put a prop under the knee just so you don't overdo the twist. Wriggle your shoulder blades onto the mat so both of them touch with your chest open. Notice every inhale and every exhale. Another deep breath in this twist. Return to center and try the soles of your feet together and your bent knees wide open, legs in a diamond shape on the ground, and your arms in cactus shape at your sides with palms face up, arms bent. By all means, if this does not work for your hips or your knees or your shoulders, you can just modify to different legs or different arms. If possible, you're in this place where you're feeling quite open physically. Open and receptive. Notice fuller inhales. Right? Taking in new life, new space. Feel your whole body relaxing. Take time to bring your knees together, roll over to one side, and come up to sit on your heels, on your knees, with your toes tucked under. Now, if having toes tucked under is too much, because I know it can be, just stand up on your knees instead, or you have even your little pinky toes tucked under. Try to keep shoulders back over hips and take right ear over to right shoulder. Breathe into your neck. Roll your chin down to your chest and take your head to the left for a full breath. And don't worry, we will revisit these neck releases. Roll your head to the right for a deep breath. Chin to chest, go slow as your head comes to the left for a breath. Chin down to center and to the right, yeah. To center and to the left. Plant your hands on the ground on all fours and point your toes, especially if you're in that foot stretch. Tap the tops of your feet on the ground. Release those lovely feet. Place your right foot now between your hands, with your fingertips tented on the ground. Propel your chest forward and up. And rotate your left hip forward. Now, as you exhale, start to straighten your front leg, shift your pelvis back, come onto your front heel for a little fold. As you next inhale, bend your front leg, chest forward and up. Exhale to shift back into a little half splits, onto your heel, little fold, aim your heart forward. Inhale, flatten your front foot, lift your heart, work your shoulders back. Exhale, pulse back. Feel free to take a couple extra breaths in each of these poses or to flow one breath per movement if you've got a little more in you right now. Remember to listen to what your body is asking for and maybe also to, what your nervous system needs right now. Maybe you need these really slow movements, these slow variations, or faster to burn it out. Let's hold here in a half splits. I'd love you to wiggle your right heel forward another inch or two and have your hands or fingertips under your shoulders. Really flex your front foot as you lengthen your upper body over and down your front leg. Really feel your sit bones stick up behind you. Breathe and give your right hamstrings some focus and maybe give your hamstrings a bit of love. Now come on up and wiggle your right foot to the right a couple inches. So you're at the right side of the mat, lizard with fingers inside your foot. I'd love to take cat-cows here. So we inhale, sink the hips low, lift your chest up. Fingers on the ground. Exhale, round and tuck your chin into your chest. Puff up your mid-back. Again, inhale, lift your chest, look forward. Round as you exhale, pull your belly up into your body. Do that again. waking up all the sides of the hips. In case you hadn't noticed, that's what we're doing throughout the entire class. All hips love. Always. Now hold a little rounded shape for a bit longer as you look to your back thigh. Just sway your pelvis side to side a little. Yeah, feel your back ribs lift up. Now plant your hands flat on the ground so your hands are under your shoulders and keep your arms straight. Push into your hands with straight arms. Hang your head completely down for a brief neck release. Sway your head side to side slowly. Head to one shoulder and to the other shoulder. Breathe for that neck, and of course for your hips. Now you can stay in that neck release, or you can bring your head to center and bend your arms. See what it feels like to dip your chest a couple inches towards your hands. Long spine. And I've just got one more here. The final option is that you roll onto the pinky toe edge of your front foot and you let your front knee fall away from your shoulder a few inches. Actively flex your front foot up. So good. Our hips need a lot. Our hips keep us so contracted in every way. Come to hands and knees and walk your hands back to your knees. Sit up on your heels with your toes tucked under. A gentle reminder, you could stand up on your knees instead. Or for the added foot stretch, tall spine. Hang your head to the left for a breath. Roll your chin down and over to the right. Continue like this a couple more times. Little half circles with your head. The neck needs slow, kind of therapeutic movements because the layers of the neck are quite vulnerable. The muscles are thin. There are many layers, but each layer is vulnerable. So just take it easy. Be easy on yourself. Be easy on your neck. Give every part of you deep breaths. Plant your hands, be on all fours, tap the tops of your feet, tap, 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 and now step your left foot forward, spider up on your fingertips, scoot your foot forward if your ankle is not under your knee. Find a little cobra quality in your upper spine, chest up. And on your next exhale, find that little half splits, straightening your front leg, dig your heel into the mat. And then inhale, bend your front knee, lift your chest forward and up. Exhale, straightening left leg. Leg doesn't have to be totally straight, of course. Keep going like that a few times. At a pace that your breath can keep up with and that feels really inviting for your hips and your body. Just for this moment now, there's a time and a place to maybe move faster if you like, and it might not be right now. What will offer you balance? Right? Always choose that. What is balancing? Come into the half splits as you're ready. Just scooch your front heel forward an inch or two and flex your toes up to the ceiling. Spread your toes. And now as you kind of wave your spine over and down your left leg into a fold, can you really stick your butt up behind you? Aim your breastbone to your ankles. You have so much length in your spine as you fold. Lengthen the spine means more space for breath. Greater sense of connection to your center when you're in your breath and when there's space. I wonder if you can feel that a little more by now, right? You've been doing this work for a good half hour now. You're getting there. It always takes time. Now in kind of a lizard, scooching your left foot over to the left, fingers inside, find cat-cows in your spine. Inhale, look up, round your back. You can ease out of that deep bend in the knee. Inhale, chest up, really lunge into your front knee. And exhale, round, tuck chin even more. Inhale, arc, sink your pelvis, round, bring your pelvis back a bit. Just giving yourself lots of time, right? This all takes time. Stay in the rounded shape for another breath or two and sway your hips side to side, sway shoulders side to side. Like an angry cat here, yes. Lots of stuff gets stuck in the back body that we forget about sometimes. Okay, now hands flat, straight arms. Hang down your head. This might be good. Breathe into the back of the neck here. Or add in a bit more. Sway your head slowly side to side. Enjoy your breath. Perhaps bring your head to center and get lower with your upper body in lizard. Maybe arms bent a few inches or arms bent even more. Lastly, come to the outer edge of your front foot, toes flexed up. Carve your left hip back and your right hip forward. Deep breath. Gently rise, place left knee beside right knee on all fours, and last time, come to sit on your heels at the back of your mat with toes tucked, or stand on your knees. Place both hands on your low belly, and here we are again, low abdomen. Check in, breathe with awareness into your low belly, into your warm palms. Has anything changed since you did this investigation at the start of class? Slide your hands up now to your solar plexus and breathe into the warmth of your hands here. Not forcing anything, just curious about what is happening here. Finally, hands up on your upper chest. Breathe more space and life up into your heart center. Notice how it feels to breathe here. Hands come down, take your time, tap out the tops of your feet, child's pose. Knees shoulder width apart, big toes together, pointed back, stretch out your arms. Perhaps you'd rather have your forehead resting on stacked forearms. Or if your arms are out straight, you could also try pressing your palms in prayer and bending your arms until just your elbow tips are on the ground. Work your elbows down firmly. Breathe around your armpits. A final opportunity to really surrender. To surrender and set aside all these things that keep you from your center. And it's not a once and for all practice. Things will cloud our vision over and over again. And so we need to come back to these rituals, to this breath. To remember that this center is always here. Big cleansing breath in your nose and out your mouth. Honor yourself. Honor your dedication. Soften your eyes. Let go more with your next exhale. Feel free to remain in this child's pose to finish class, or you could come up to sitting with me to do a final scan, seated with a tall spine, eyes closed. How does it feel in your center? What do you notice when you're connected to your center like this? It's always here for you. Thank your body for remembering how to get back here to your center. Thank your body for letting go. Thank your breath for supporting you. Take care, and I hope to see you again soon.